Okay, this is the part 2 of yesterday's video. It didn't let me finish, so I just have 2 more points. The first one is Milchick's story. In the beginning I was not understanding like why was he being evaluated, and the worst thing he had done was to use expensive words. And they said like they're gonna spend like hours there, and then he was practicing like in the mirror trying to like dumb down his words, I guess. And then I figured out I think it's they want to change like who he is. They want to make him fit in the company like him because he's different in their eyes, and there's a lot of layers to that. I think it was a really interesting way to portray that, and you really like feel for him and you really like him as a character. And then when you see him like dance with the marching band, he's really like himself and he's just like letting go. It was really beautiful, that. And the final thing I want to mention is Irving's story. Oh, I think he's my favorite character. Like, it's so weird because he's really like not the character I was expecting to like so much. In the beginning I kind of brushed him off as like, okay, this is the older gentleman, like the older person in the company who knows all the rules, he knows the handbook, he follows everything very specifically. He's like, Mark, you should report this to Bill. There's always someone like that in like the corporate world in your company. Like you know someone like that for sure. Even in school there was someone like that always. We should tell the teacher. In the beginning like I didn't really care so much, and then when he started like going out of that space that he knows, like, and he meets Bert, it's such a beautiful like connection. And I never saw like love portrayed like that. Like, it's not super like the typical romance that we see, but I think like personally I never seen like older love between two men, and I thought that was so well done, so beautiful. And I was really like connected to that story. I was just so invested. A great moment as well was when Dylan realizes that they're like falling in love. His first reaction is, you cannot fall in love with someone from the workplace. Instead of, you're gay, which is the usual thing we see, like especially in older movies. It's like, oh, you're gay? Oh, and it's so like healthy and good to see that like brushed off as like, that's not what we're gonna focus on, that's normal. He's just gonna be like, you cannot fall in love with someone from the other department, blah blah blah. And I also never saw that in television or in movies. Before this I think I watched Pitch Perfect, which has like a gay character, and that's all like